Hi, here we are in Secret, New Jersey, April 14th, 2000, and we're here to celebrate my mother's retirement dinner from the Search Day program. And this is the room that we're going to be in, and all of these beautiful baskets here are for the Chinese auction to be raffled off. This is the gown that I bought for the occasion, and 101 people are going to be here today, and they raised a lot of money for all these gifts and things like that, and we're going to have a great time. Bye! Well, these are all the beautiful baskets that are going to be raffled off at the Chinese auction, and this is the one I want right here, chocolate. And I don't know where we're sitting.
Big
Look
smile.
at that chandelier. That chandelier. What?
Big smile. We're at the celebration for Margie's going on here. Lauren.
United States, April 14th, 2000. Here we are at my mother's retirement dinner in celebration for the Search Day program. There you go, right there. So, sit down and get that dinner pretty soon. Take a picture of Odom.
Okay, I will. And Odom drew this picture right here. The dolphin specifically for the auctioned off. What are you doing?
Then it has the money for the 50-50.
I'm still crying, I'm sorry. It's because of you that what we have here has come to be. And we just want to thank you for everything. And we love you.
You think you're going away and you're not taking us with you, but you really are. And we'd like to give this to you.
This is actually a quilt that was made by these ladies. It has a picture of every person in our staff on it. And in the middle is a picture of our school, which was made by one of our students, Jermaine Mack, who it is also on our pamphlet, our school pamphlet. So that'll just be put out so you can all just take a look at it closer later on after dinner if you'd like.
Well, I really didn't know I was going to get up here, but we're going to really miss Margie, because every morning when we come in, she's there smiling. She's always in a good mood. I've never seen her in a bad mood, and I've been there many years. She's always very positive, and she's always willing to help whenever. I just want to say this was something I had made for you. It was hand quilled.
Sue's having a hard time. Sue's sister actually hand quilled this. It is a copy of her invitation, and it's hand quilled, and it'll take a lot of time, and Sue is giving it to Margie on behalf of the agency. There are also other ways that we can remember Margie, and that, of course, is through the written word. We did ask a lot of you parents, staff, pioneers of the Ways and Means Committee. Before I even say that, I want to give a special thank you to Hortense West. She actually gave us, she was a doll. At the last minute, the 9th hour, she came across and she found a book from 1966 with all of those old photos that you did see here that made the film so much better because you really got a flavor of what it was like back then. And Hortense, I thank you for that. With that in mind, okay, Hortense is going to say a couple of words.
Margie, we will miss you, but I will visit you. And I enjoyed working together with you and with the group to start this. I'm so it's very successful.
So we did have, as a matter of fact, is Dee here? No? Dee, one of our people at our school, was kind enough to make this beautiful cover. We did put together a book of letters for Margie to take with her and to read at her leisure. And this book was made, and it will be put out, so if any of you do want to take a peek at it and take a peek at some of these beautiful, beautiful letters that were written for Margie, it's astronomical. If you read them, you would never realize how important she really was to everyone in so many different ways, on so many different levels. So this book is for you to read at your leisure, whenever you feel like it. And also, as your daughter, we're going to miss you. I'd like to thank Margie. She's the one that got me starting to work at Search, like she did so many other people. And we will miss you, Mom.
We love you, Margie.
Love you too. I'm overwhelmed. And I want to thank everyone. I want to thank every one of you here tonight. I'm shaking, don't mind me. You know, when we started the school, today we couldn't have started it that way because times have changed so much. But when we started really with nothing. Our first director, Eva Maybank, would come to the house, to my house every morning, and give me all the things that had to be done, and then pick them up in the afternoon because we literally didn't have a place for an office. And we didn't even own a typewriter. We didn't have a filing cabinet. The first filing cabinet were cardboard boxes under my dining room table. And if you looked at your invitations that you received tonight, on the envelope you saw that fancy script type in the huge letters. Well, I was doing work at home at the time, and they gave me a specialized typewriter. I was typing out addresses, $6 for 1,000. That's how I got to be so fast on a typewriter. But anyway, they had this very specialized typewriter with the script, and it was huge letters, and I could just imagine what the people that we had to correspond with in the various agencies thought, you know, who got this typewriter? Because, you know, something that would take maybe a half a page took a page and a half of that. It was awful. So the very first grant that we received after we opened the school, we purchased a filing cabinet, we purchased a typewriter, and a rolling typewriter table so that I could go to the Presbyterian Church and find a socket in the hallway. And that was our first office. That's how we started. But I want to thank so many people here because I can't believe the turnout. And I made so many friends over the years with Search. There's Hortense. I was honored to be matron of honor at her wedding to Bobby years ago. And here she is today. And all of the people from the auxiliary, I met Gloria Brucker and Kathy Lynn, Margie Blythe, Will Rorich, good people who have done so much for the school. And the people that started, Itra Baiano, her husband, her late husband, Eddie, was so instrumental in starting the school along with Paul Leeds and Dr. Harold Eder and his wife. And we have Joe Tishno and Mary Strano, all the people here who were part of this from the very beginning. And Dr. Reby is here with his wife, and Dr. Reby has been our consulting school psychiatrist from day one, since 1971, and he's here tonight. I want to thank the staff of Search, because I know from experience with my daughter that it's not the beautiful building or anything like that when people come to see what makes a school or an adult activity center or a group home great. It is the staff, and we are blessed with such a great staff, which is why our school is so great today. I hope I haven't left anybody out. Kathy Solana used to be my next door neighbor. I knew her for years, and she started in the school, worked her way up to executive director, and we're truly blessed to have her because the school has grown leaps and bounds and in prestige under her leadership. And I want to thank my daughter Terry. She put this together along with the auxiliary members, and she's been my right hand And I want to thank the rest of my family for coming in from so far away, from California, and my brother and sister came in from a 4.5-hour drive from Long Island just to be here tonight. And I guess that's it. I just want to say thank you all so much, everybody. And I'm really not going completely. I don't know whether you're going to like that or not, but I'll be over here because, you know, my husband, I want to thank him too, because he's been right there beside me. And I have to be coming up monthly to see my daughter, who's now in a group home, and my mom, who's in a nursing home. So I'll be coming up monthly because one of the perks of being a retired United pilot is that you get on space available. The price is right, so we can come up. So you'll be safe. So we don't go anywhere United doesn't go, and United does fly into Newark, so we'll be there. And anybody here, and I mean this sincerely, anybody in this room, after I move to Florida, I'm going to have 3 bedrooms in the house. I'm an hour away from Disney World and MGM Studios and all those places. And you want to come down, give me a call. I need it. I love the company. And you can just call the school, get the address. I don't have a phone number yet. I'm on Carrillo Road, but I don't know the number yet. The house isn't built yet. But I'm very serious. You want to come down. It's a great bed and breakfast. The food is good. I don't know about the company, but you'll like the food, I think. And I want to thank you all so very much for making this such a great evening for me and for giving me so many good memories.
Enjoy the rest of the evening. We'll be calling the Chinese auction later on.
Una poca de gracia por mi paz, ahí arriba, ahí arriba,
Hey, look, there you go. Everybody give it a dance. You got to go now. There you go, Chris. Red light.
Come on.
our chairperson this evening, who's standing to the right of me, Terry Shaw, who without her, I don't think there would have been a dance this evening. So thank you, Terry. I can tell you firsthand, because I've had a lot of lady meetings at the school for various meetings, but Terry's been there every weekend and every evening till all hours, working on the film with both Lindy and Jody. They spent an enormous amount of time putting that film together for all of our viewing this evening, and for years to come, we'll have that treasured history as well as being able to honor Margie this evening. I also want to thank the teachers for all of their hard work these past few months in putting the films together, and I'm sorry, not the films, but helping to pose for those films, and also for all of the wonderful gifts that they provided for this affair this evening. And a special thanks to all of you here this evening. You made it an incredible, another memory that we'll have to add on to our history here for our lovely organization. And Margie, there is just nothing that I can say without like totally going to pieces here. I would not be here today if it weren't for you. And you know that, and I think that you've probably touched everyone here in one form or another.
Get him in the middle. Put him in the middle.